Hello and welcome back to Just for Fun, or welcome to Just for Fun. I'm Kyle. He's Kyle. Oh, thanks for having me. Oh, and you may be seeing Chloe. Chloe, come here. Oh, there she is. She was on the bed. Might as well bring her down. This is Chloe, our HR manager. She's head of emails. But anyway, huge week. Huge week. Kyle, it's phenomenal to have you. You know, you don't even have to thank me this week. It's phenomenal to have you. Oh, all right. I won't say hi. Huge week for music, especially the World Cup. If you've been watching or following along, I've been giving you the latest updates possible for the World Cup. So Spain has won. Spain won the World Cup this year against Argentina 1-0. Apparently it was a phenomenal game. I did not watch, but yeah, Spain won. I can't believe how many people came and watched this tournament. The Canes Instagram just posted a video, and there was like literally every single A-list celebrity in the Canes box. So I just think the Canes is the coolest place ever. You know, I could literally talk about Canes forever, and I love it so much. But we don't have that much time on this episode, so it was a phenomenal game. And in that show, they had a musical number where Madonna, BTS and Justin Bieber, Shakira and Burna Boy, Coldplay and Gustavo Dudamel performed at the halftime show. And then for the closing ceremony and the pregame, Post Malone and Sway Lee, Jennifer Aniston, and Nicole Skitzer, Robbie Williams, Laura Pausini, and Aisha Speed all performed. It's cool that Posty, I'm going to focus on Posty just because I really like Posty, but I think everyone did a great job. Posty coming out with the unreleased song is just crazy to me. Like to have that much confidence in the song and in yourself is just so cool, because the song is phenomenal. It's called Chrome Hearts. It's unreleased on TikTok. There's a clip of it that came out. He posted it on his Instagram, all that. So I feel like we're getting closer to the album. Don't know. He doesn't upload anything on that, but I feel like there's got to be something. And it's pretty cool. I'm very excited about it. Very, very excited about it. I've been re-listening to it over and over again. And if this is just a look at the album, the new album is coming out. It's called The External Buzz, and I cannot wait for this album to come out, because he's going back to rap almost. I love the country. I love everything about him. I love everything that he's done, and he's going back to rap. So I have a feeling that everything that he's done is going to be on this album. You know, it's going to have some rap, it's going to have some country, some rock, and just absolutely everything. So I'm very excited for this album. And to come out at the World Cup and perform this song, like, are you kidding me? Like, you know this song got so hyped that you're going to perform it at the World Cup, where really no guarantee that your fans are there, but it's just so good. If you've heard it or not, it's really good. I've seen a lot of TikToks and Instagram Reels and stuff like that on the halftime show and different shows and stuff like that, and it shows from the view of the fan, and then it goes to the TV, and it was made for the TV because the camera's right up on their face. You have the best view. You have no one in front of you. You're not 500 miles away. You can just watch from the view of the TV, and it's made for the TV. It's not made for the viewing pleasure, which is probably, honestly, should be made for the viewing pleasure at the stadium, because they bought the ticket. They want to see the show. They don't want to just go and watch the soccer game. Well, they do. They want to see the soccer game, but they also want to see the show and to its max capability. But instead, they did a lot of camera work and different things instead of the viewing pleasure at the stadium. So speaking of music, Morgan Wallen is coming out with a new song yesterday. So Friday, July 24th, there's a new song from Morgan Wallen. Hopefully there's a new song from Post Malone. That'd be pretty nice. Speaking of that, Ruth B came out with a new song today, July 22nd. I'm filming this on Wednesday, July 22nd, by the way. Called The Best Days, or just Best Days. Super nice song. She's very talented, very good vocals, very just phenomenal songs, and I really like it. And that really got me thinking. I don't know why that really got me thinking of this, but what song do you think would be the all-time greatest song? You know, like a song that no one ever says no to, like says this song sucks or this song is terrible. You know, like I feel like it could be Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. You know, it could be a song like that, like Sweet Caroline, or just something like that, where it's a song of just fun. And at the bar, they had live music outside, and they played Living on a Prayer, and everyone started dancing and singing it and stuff like that. So that got me thinking of what are the best songs of all time. And I think that every single person is going to have a different answer. But I'm thinking of what is the most singable song. Not the best song of all time ranked on, Billboard 100 and stuff like that. But what is the most singable song? And I started thinking, what about a song like Rattling Bog, where everyone sings it whenever they listen to it, they sing into it. Red Solo Cup, a Margaritaville, just something like that. Like a fun song that you know and you listen to and you feel good. I feel like that has to be the answer. I don't know, maybe Eclipse of the Heart. Like I feel like everyone knows that one. Total Eclipse of the Heart. Or Turn Around, like that song. I feel like it's got to be a song that everyone knows. Like, could Eminem have that song? Could Eminem have like a song that is so iconic almost that everyone knows it? Like everyone knows Lose Yourself. Everyone's like Mom Spaghetti, I feel like a song that goes too hard, like an Eminem, although you say Eminem, I don't think that Eminem has I guess besides Lose Yourself, he has so many hits and so many things, but I feel like going back to the unskippable songs, my unskippable songs are definitely not everyone's unskippable songs, except for Margaritaville. Maybe Margaritaville is like the unskippable song that everyone would listen to, because we're picturing it, you're happy, you're just enjoying music, and then this song comes on and you're not skipping it. I mean, even whenever I'm sad and I hear Margaritaville, I'm not skipping it, or I'm not trying. Sorry, I don't know what is going on with my voice right now. I wouldn't try to skip it. I mean, unless I am so sad and I listen to music to stay sad, I feel like I wouldn't skip Margaritaville. So maybe that's your answer, Kyle, is going back to the unskippable songs that we did in episode 50 or something. Maybe that's the unskippable songs, but I really don't know. I'm not sure which one is the most, because it's going to be an overplayed song that everyone knows but everyone loves. So it's got to be something like that. Or could it be like a song of the summer? Like, Shabuzi had a good song of like a bar song. Everyone knows that song. I'm locking in either Red Solo Cup or Margaritaville. If you haven't heard either of those, listen to it and you'll be like, oh, this sounds familiar. Or Sweet Caroline. You have a good point with Sweet Caroline. But at the bar, they played S.O.B. It's called Son of a Bitch, is that song. And everyone freaked out. You don't know the song until the chorus, which is pretty fun. You don't know the song until the chorus, and it's pretty cool how they transition to it. But it's so much fun. Fireball was in there. I mean, I guess Fireball could be an unskippable song too by Pitbull. It's like Fireball, bum 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 bum. Like that could be pretty unskippable too. But now I'm going into the unskippable song factor. I'm not going into the greatest song of all time. I don't know. I think we should we should probably move on, because this music thing really is, I'll never get a clear answer of what is the best, because the best song is definitely the most unskippable song. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, I think in Margaritaville, Sweet Caroline, or maybe Fireball. Fireball is a good one. So I don't know. That was just a thought. Another thing on the trip is we saw an alien. We saw an alien walking down to the beach, and the first time we saw him, he said, "Hello, Earthlings," and then he did like the Spock thing where he split his hand, and then we saw him again by the pier, and he was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Like a complete normal person that wasn't an alien. So I don't know if he was a real alien. I think that he could have been. He really could have been an alien. I mean, he had the glasses. He was completely green. But I don't know if alien would actually say, "Hello, Earthlings." I think he would say, "Hello, how are you?" So I think that he would have been more of an alien the second time, I think he would have been more of an alien the second time because he was trying to play it cool and not get noticed. And he'd look like a person. I really wanted to mess with him. I wanted to be like, after I saw him and stuff, and after you think to yourself, oh, what could I have said? That's probably like the worst, or I guess a lot of things are worse than this, but I after you talk to someone or something, and then you're in the shower, or you're in you're just alone with your thoughts, and then you say, oh, I should have said this. Looking back at it, I should have been like, who let you out and who approved your your time to Earth, because that would have been pretty funny. That would have been pretty cool to talk to a real alien, because he probably thinks that he's a real alien if he's just walking around saying hello, Earthling. But we've had this talk many times, and me and Kyle have had this talk way too much. Is what an alien would actually look like, and I think that an alien would actually be kind of like a deep sea creature. Like we saw this massive jellyfish. We saw this probably like this big jellyfish. I just basically just touched my hands together like I was giving it a hug. That's how big I think it is. And for reference, I'm 7 feet tall, 220. I think that an alien would look more like that, or like a anglerfish. I think they would spend their times in the deep sea and not on Earth. I think that they would just have a cooler time down at the deep sea than trying to navigate traffic and all that stuff. Like, who would come to the Earth and not want to experience the sea and the beach? But I guess he was doing that because he was at the beach. He was just walking around. He probably got tired of the sand and the water and stuff. And who knows? Maybe their planet or wherever they live is just all beach, and he wants to get away from it. And who am I to tell him that he can't? Like why not enjoy the beach or not enjoy the beach if you don't want to? But we did. We enjoyed the beach quite often, quite a lot. I think we did 2 full beach days, and then we went to a bar and just, Kyle will tell you all about that through the music. And it was fun. It was a fun experience. It was a great time. I'll never get tired of that place. It's cool seeing, so while you're there, you see a lot of people, and a lot of people drive because it's not near an airport or whatever, and it's just a place where you drive to. And I expect the state's plates, where the state is, and not like there was a full different country there. Canada was there, and it was cool seeing them there. But I wouldn't expect them to drive all the way down and go to the same spot that I would, because this place isn't luxurious. It's not like this super cool town. It's the funnest place that I love to go, but it's not like I would travel to a different country to experience. But at the same time, they don't know this. They don't know that unless they come. So I think it's pretty cool that we vacation in the same spot and we still see the same magic and fun in this town. That's not like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but it's weird seeing people. And then you start thinking about, is your town, like if somebody comes to you, would somebody travel that far to come to your town? Which is, I don't know. It was a crazy spiral that I was talking to about with Alyssa. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool because in New England, you're literally an hour drive from borders of different states, and then you're just at the border. Me and Alyssa and I were talking about this. Sorry, bad grammar. Alyssa and I were talking about this. You can drive an hour and a half, and you can be in a completely different scenario. You can be in a completely different mountain range, beach, just all of it. You can be completely different, and it's so cool, to be honest. Like I will forever rave about New England just because of the diversity of it. The ability to see everything is just so cool. So yeah, I mean, if I was outside, if I was in like Wyoming or something, I would definitely want to visit here for sure. Like, I'm so lucky to live here and enjoy it. It's so cool. Another thing, went to the beach, the vacation and stuff like that. What do you think the greatest beach activity is? Is it, like, what do you think? Maybe building a sandcastle. I like seeing all the huge sand art that people do. Or they build like a turtle or a dolphin or something. It's so cool. You're walking by and you're like, oh, that's a turtle. That's cool. It's a turtle. Yeah, sandcastle's pretty cool. I mean, I saw a lot of good sandcastles. We saw a sand man, a sand snowman, which was pretty cool. They made it really, really good. I didn't get a picture because the waves actually ended up getting to it too fast. But it was really good. They did the smooth sand around it, and it looked so good. I mean, the art that people make in sand, like the humongous sand buildings and stuff like that, insane. See, a ball is good, but it's only good if you are with people. And like spike ball's fun. I mean, I saw some cornhole. I saw some the ball that floats and you can throw it. It's like a dense ball. It bounces. That was pretty cool. Building a hole, digging a hole. Digging a hole is probably pretty cool, but yeah, I saw a lot of holes being dug, and I think I used to be an average hole digger. I used to dig and whenever I was younger, I used to try to dig like the biggest huge hole, like a huge meteor just struck the beach. I was going for that. I was going for the biggest hole possible that I could dig in 2-hour span and just absolutely dig until I couldn't anymore. And as I got older, I had to dig more holes for work. I had to do different holes, and I was like, what's the point of this? I'll probably be digging a hole this week, so I don't need to dig a hole at the beach. It's just kind of a humongous ankle snapper as well. Like, you're walking out the beach, and I like seeing the beach. I like seeing the holes that people dig, but I don't think I'm an average. I'm a hole digger anymore. I don't think that I'm one of those. I think the huge ones that like people sit in almost as like hot tubs and stuff, those are cool. But just to dig straight down that are like this big, basically the size of a jellyfish, I don't think that's me. Yeah, I don't really like to dig them because my whole thing is at work is sometimes just digging holes, digging in the dirt, so I don't want to do it at the beach. And those are just dangerous now anyway, so I think the coolest beach activity though could be not counting surfing, maybe boogie boarding. That's pretty cool. The skim boards are pretty cool. I think maybe boogie boarding. That's pretty cool because there's always reading. There's always like the relaxing ones, but also bringing a ball is good. I think bringing a ball and playing with a ball on the beach is just peak. Maybe sewer. I think playing a good game of sewer, which sewer, if you don't know, it's one of me, Chris, and Carney's favorite games. It's where you have a soccer ball, like a cane soccer ball, and you you stand in a circle, and you basically just play keep me up. But it's called sewer because it's a circle. I don't know. I learned it from hockey, so that's kind of where the name came from. So I just kind of rolled it in. We've gotten kind of good at it. Depending on the day, you really have to just feel the flow. You can't be stressed during sewer. You can't be focused during sewer. It's really just feel the flow of the ball, and the ball becomes you. Maybe that will be the title. The ball becomes you. So that could be big, especially when the sand is like hard enough for you to stand and not have to be like sink in every single thing. That's a good one. That's a fun one. Is whenever you play sewer and you just kind of it's enough to be able to bounce the ball as well. That's probably the perfect density of sand, and probably the best beach activity. I feel like I gotta get a new pair of these pants because they're just so phenomenal. You see them in every single episode, but when I tell you I don't just wear them for the episode, I wear them for comfort. Roll in to you should get a pair of comfort pants because they just dropped slides as well. It's phenomenal company. They support mental health, and they're just heavyweight material. They have lightweight material. They have absolutely everything for loungewear and just comfort. And that's why they're called Comfort. COMFRT.com. Use the link in our description. Use the link in our use the link in the page notes if you're audio listening, and you get 15% off, and it's phenomenal. So use our code, use the link, in the description, and shop comfort today. Now, if you're shopping comfort, you might as well get even more comfy because you're shopping sheets as well at CozyEarth.com. Use our code Just For Fun. You get 30% off. They're trusted by Oprah, the Kardashians, and most importantly, Kyle from Just For Fun with the Fellas. Which one? I don't know. They're made with bamboo material, and they're lightweight. They're temperature regulating, and they just keep you sleeping through the night. So use our code Just For Fun. You get 30% off at CozyEarth.com. Riddle Me This, presented by Monkey My Escape Rooms. Use our code Just For Fun. You get $10 off your room, excluding half price Thursdays. But Thursdays, it's already half price. You don't even need that code. Adventure awaits here at Monkey My Escape Rooms. They have movie-grade sets that are flown in from Greece. I mean, where else are you getting movie-grade sets that you can experience personally from Greece. So if you were ever in Portsmouth, New Hampshire and looking for something to do, maybe it's a rainy day, maybe you're just an escape person enthusiast, like we were, or like we are at Monkey Mind Escape Rooms. Use code Just For Fun. You get $10 off. An adventure awaits. Riddle me this. Which U.S. state only has one syllable? It's Maine. Maine is the only U.S. state, speaking of New England, that is the only one syllable. And if you think about it, that's pretty nuts. I mean, there's 50 of them, and they're all over one except Maine. So that is your riddle. I was going to call it useless fun fact, but what if you need that one day? What if you're on a game show and you go, it says, what is the only state that's one syllable? And it's like, bang, Maine. Especially with all the social media and stuff, and someone comes up to you and is like, hey, what U.S. state is only one syllable? You're like, Maine. And they're like, here's $100 million. You just won that because of me. You're welcome. Do you know what you can also thank me for is your golf game getting upgraded, a Colorado-based brand for golf. So it's good. Go to pinsandaces.com, use our code, get 20% off just for fun. I just said that all backwards. Use code just for fun for 20% off. I'm hearing a lot of stories about golf. I play men's league on Wednesdays. Actually today I just played. But I'm realizing how many people have terrible golf game, and it mostly is because they just can't get their pail right. So go to pinsandaces.com, use our code just for fun. They bags golf. Holy smokes. They have bags, golf. They just have golf. They just have everything golf. So go to pinsandaces.com, use our code just for fun. You get 21% off. Speaking of useless fun fact, the seagull is actually protected by the Coast Guard, and you can't kill them or hurt them or of any kind. And I realize that seagulls are not just mean. They kind of just like hang out and they just wait for food. So it's pretty cool. If I was a bird, I would probably be a seagull. I mean, you're protected. You kind of know that. Like you're just getting hunted. You don't get hit by people. I mean, and you get to eat basically everything. You get to have French fries. You get to have Pringles. I mean, not many birds get to say, "Hey, I had a Pringle, a cheeseburger, and a fried egg." But also, they're pretty mean. They just attack. They just get absolutely angry at everything. They start squawking. They just squawk, and then I think that they just get together and they're like, let's freaking mess this guy up for his Pringles. I wonder if they have like a favorite chip. I wonder if they see the bag and they go, oh, that's my favorite chip. Like maybe they like a Ruffle instead of a Cape Cod. I like a Cape Cod. They're officially out of Mass, I think. I think they're out of Hyannis. I think they're back into the mainstream Minnesota type deal. They're no longer made in the Cape, which is so sad because they're called Cape Cod potato chips and they're so locally made. But I feel like they gotta. I mean, can seagulls even see colors? Yeah, seagulls can see color. Their vision is actually more advanced than human vision. While humans have 3 types of color detecting cone cells in our heads, birds are lettertrumats, meaning they possess 4 types. This extra receptor allows them to see ultraviolet UV light. So they definitely have a favorite chip, and they definitely know which one's which. So maybe they got a favorite chip. Maybe it's like a seagull Pringle. Also, all the shirts and stuff that have a seagull on them, I wonder if they get offended by that. I wonder if they get offended by the seagull shirts. They definitely don't. If I was walking and I saw my face on a t-shirt, I'd probably like it. Depending on the photo. If it's like a nice photo, I'd probably be pretty happy with it. Yeah, being an animal, I mean, I don't think that I'd pick seagull though. Maybe an octopus. I mean, they're pretty cool. Or a whale shark. Everyone loves a whale shark. I've been seeing a lot of bleached hoodies, and some of the bleach hoodies that come out, oh my goodness, are they fantastic. I mean, they're like, oh, I spilled some bleach on my hoodie, and bang, it's just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen on a hoodie. I mean, they got whale sharks, they got everything. And then the people are so creative that they make their own patches and they put it on the hoodie. It's so cool. It's nuts how creative people get at the same time of they just see art. they just see art all the time. And that's so cool. They're like, I'm gonna put a whale shark on that hoodie. People are like, yeah, do it. I mean, I love that. We went on a hike up there too, and I got pretty close to a chipmunk. just to throw that out there, it was pretty cool. I mean, to just have a waterfall and then we hiked through it. It was pretty cool. They had this massive tree trunk almost, and it was a bear cage. And it was a pretty sad bear cage story. They would just leave the bear in the cage. It was from a carnival, and they put the bear in it, and they would just leave him there. You know, and no one was with him. I mean, this bear probably wanted company, and just no one was there for him, so it was pretty sad. And the bear broke out of its cage like 4 or 5 times and would just wander around. And so they just let him wander. And now they have it as a landmark. It was pretty cool. And then they had like fairy houses that people would build fairies in my mom. This is so funny. So people made them into like teepees, and you know how you start a fire is with a teepee with sticks and stuff like that. And my mom goes, they look like a bunch of fire pits, and it was just really funny. It was just a good time. So that it made me laugh a lot. Figured I'd share that. So that's all the time we got for today. I hope you have a phenomenal week. And Kyle, take it away. I hope you had a great week. I hope you have the best week of all time. I hope your pillow is always cold and your bed's always warm or cold, depending on whatever temperature you're at. We're using Cozy Earth sheets. Shop all the link in the description. We have a whole bunch of codes, a whole bunch of different things. So shop that if you're going to shop. Comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you get your content. We're on it. So I hope you have a fantastic week. I love each and every one of you, and we will see you next Saturday.